President Muhammadu Buhari has called on the global community for collaborative partnerships that build a framework of ideas and enable it to position learners at the core of its national effort to transform schooling. According to him, no country can develop beyond the capacity of its educational system. Many of the country's universities have remained shut down for more than 6 months over Mr. Buhari's refusal to meet the demands of the Academic Staff Union of Universities. The Nigeria leader made the call on Monday while delivering Nigeria's statements at the Transforming Education Summit Leaders Roundtable organized on the margins of the 77th session of the UN General Assembly. In transforming education, we must not erect borders. Where they exist, we must bring them down as we have much to learn from each other. As we are aware, improving equitable and inclusive access to quality educational opportunities is germane to ensuring the full development of our societies, said the Nigerian leader. No country can develop beyond the capacity of its educational system. The president said it would be difficult to have a meaningful conversation about transforming the national education system without transforming the teaching profession and called for more deliberations on efforts to expand innovations and research on teacher education and professional development of teachers. The process of building a sustainable teacher supply chain to address the challenges of teachers shortages is important and calls for global action, he stated. Nigeria also wishes to reiterate the need for all member states and stakeholders to address the systemic and structural issues that hamper access to quality education. It is only when we do this that we can create a world truly fit for all and where no one is left behind. According to him, using information technology as a teaching tool holds the promise of transforming and erasing the boundaries of learning and re-engineering how learning occurs within and outside the classroom. Mr. Buhari expressed optimism that bridging the digital divide would offer Nigeria opportunities to expand learning and transform the education system even as we build an ecosystem of knowledge and a truly resilient society. Nigeria is restoring trust with its people in order to provide safe learning environments and responsive services. That was why we were among the first to endorse the Safe Schools Declaration while developing a national policy on school safety and security, he told the UN gathering. Hey! Buhari does not even understand this. This is an embarrassment. They just wrote this speech for this man and he just went there to go and deliver it. If he does not even think, what of the wife that went with him? Honestly, this is just a opposite of what is just happening at this critical time. You know that it was the same time that he went to the UK for treatment, medical treatment, while doctors were on strike. This man, even those who are even around him, they have no shame. Call Keyamu now to come and talk about this. He will be defending nonsense and he will be sweating, talking rubbish. Somebody that ordinarily he wouldn't have even been saying all the nonsense thing he's saying. Tell him to come and see to what he has said. They will tell you that ASU is trying to sabotage them. If ASU is trying to sabotage you, what about the students that are suffering this whole thing? You went there to go and talk about education. You went there to go and talk about education and they will be, they will just, it's just Nigerian people that they are going to be blaming. They'll be blaming Nigerian people. But what kind of people are these inviting, or how will I put it, hailing them, praising them, selecting and voting for them? And this another person, there's another person that Nigerians, we can be joking about it. You might be thinking, it's just politics, but the reality is good. It's just right before us, and people are joking about it. See someone who is talking about education. So you knew well that education determines the level of national development. Yet, under your watch, the lecturers have been on strike for the past 7 months without solutions. As it is rightly said, you cannot give what you don't have. Your lack of education has caused the nation and its citizens more sorrows and pain like never. It's just reading literature, textbook, and not understanding what is actually reading. Same way we are all doing when we were in primary schools. Funny enough, the people he is talking to know that he has no value for education in his country. He's talking about education as if he cares, where why on the contrary, ASU has been on strike for 7 months. Why has APC is too much hypocrisy? No, they are so shameless, not even hypocritical. They are so shameless. He's not even aware of the ASU strikes in Nigeria. Emilokan will be worse than this. He is if he becomes the president. He is the only odd person in that assembly. Look at his worn-out dress and despicable fallacy oozing from his wretched mouth. Whoa, hey, this one, eh? What an ironical speech. Whoever wrote the script for PMB could have allowed him to proofread the text before the speech, because the content is obviously antithetical to what is happening with education in Nigeria, and the global audience would be amazed that the president didn't adopt an example mode and discard the teleprompter for his presentation at the summit just to mock Buhari and Nigeria. That is the only reason why he was invited. Which kind person be this? So you sabi this kind thing, and many of you of your university no work for 7 months. Honestly, you can't even give what you don't have. It's just unfortunate. Nigeria situation is so pathetic. It's only those who don't have conscience, or just those who have already, just like, okay, I don't want to give myself hypertension, that will not even be weeping for Nigeria as we speak. Buhari is only reading poem. He doesn't really understand the value of education and the reinterpretation of his own words. Yes, he doesn't understand sorrow and pain, and some people are still quoting, shouting APC. Kai, let them shout. He always forgets he's the current president of Nigeria. Buhari is a mistake. He's reading a written note. Yes, additional and the likes of them. Trust me that 98% of the persons there wouldn't even understand what is said because of his twisted tongue and heavy heart. It is what the program in his brain that he's just reading. Please don't even blame him. Blame those educated, selfish ones that wrote the script for him to read. Yeah. National development does not even just affect education values but cut across all sectors. He is right, but the present administration should have done well to develop the economy and address key factors like education, and not just making it a speech at a congress with no action. You know what I have discovered in this country? If you just face yourself, face your God, and face and be hardworking. If not, if you are waiting for these people that they are going, there's any policy or there's any change that will happen that will make the country to be better, you are deceiving yourselves. Or they tell you that say we are going to do this, we are going to do, and you are waiting for them to amend your life or to work on your life. You are just a joker, because these people, it didn't just start now. It didn't just start now. So guys, let's hear your opinion and have your take.